how the game unfolded with 9 sacks on Burrow and the way your team was able to continuously fight back.
Yeah.
What can you just say about the core of this group and their ability to believe no matter what the circumstances were today?
Yeah, I mean, that's not something we want to do. Obviously, they came in a lot of different ways. Some zero blitzes. There was a lot of reasons for them, and we're all going to take blame in that. We don't want to have that, but our defense just allowed us to continue to play the way we wanted to play. Able to call some runs, call some completion plays. That's one of the best D-lines in football, to be quite honest with you. We've got a ton of respect for their team and their defense, and they can get after the passer. And they did a great job in coverage, too, mixing up some of the coverage looks. And so you got to give credit to them, but we found a way to win, and that's all that matters.
Zach, Evan McPherson's now 8 for 8 in the postseason in field goals.
Yeah.
2 from 50 plus, including the game winner. What can you say about this kicker that hasn't already been said?
I mean, he's got ice in his veins. There's not much to be said. He's as cool as it gets. You've got confidence that he's going to nail it every single time he steps up there. He definitely could have gone from longer out than what we kicked it from. We felt confidence, to really be on the 40-yard line there. So he just steps up. The moment's never too big for him. We're happy to have him.
Zach, were you trying to get a timeout before that interception?
No. No.
You guys talked about last week not celebrating too much and moving on to next. You're going to let this sink in a little bit more?
Well, winning is hard. Winning is hard. I want these guys to be happy and enjoy it because we've been through some times when we didn't get a chance to enjoy anything, and you're miserable pretty much year-round. And so, there's the whole act like you've been there before. But our guys have earned this. They've earned the right to be excited. And we'll put it to bed early tomorrow morning, obviously. But these guys, the emotion that they feel winning a game like that on the road in the playoffs, some of these guys have played in this league a long time and waited for moments like these. And that's going to be nothing to take away from our preparation for next week. But I'm happy for these guys. They should enjoy it. Players and coaches, they put in a lot of hard work. I want to see them celebrate.
Why is Joe Burrow so good at bouncing back from the hit? And is that his gift?
If I had the answer for why Joe Burrow's good at what he does, then I don't know. I'd sell that bottle up and sell it. But he's just special. That allows us to continue to call things the way we call, because even after a sack or a negative play, you still feel like we're always going to get it back. With the weapons that we got, Joe's ability to put a hit behind him and move on to the next play and find one of his freak shows, as he likes to call them, makes our job a lot easier as play callers.
What you're trying to do play to chase there that sets up the field, that you always thought, or how did that play?
Well, I mean, really, that was an adjustment we had to make because of the protection. They were doing a good job. They hit us with the coverage zero there that knocked us out of field goal range on the drive before. So really, they just got a free guy that we can't protect and knocked us out. So we wanted to make sure that we were well protected. We just gave our guys a chance outside to win some one-on-ones. They were starting to play some two-man. It looked like they got two-man over there to chase on that one. So Joe hit him on a bench route, a play that we've hit a million times to Jamar. So it's really fitting that that's the play that put us in that position. Just one-on-one, Joe to Jamar versus two-man look usually works.
Zach, how big did you think Jesse Bates' interception to start the game and Mike Hilton's later on in the game?
It really set the tone for two different reasons, because Jesse allowed us to go get some points right out the gate and take that early lead, and kind of, in a game like that where you're on the road and the crowd's into it, kind of takes the crowd out of it for a moment at least. And then Mike just stealing points off the board. I know we didn't get a chance to do anything with it necessarily, but that was big because they were certainly in scoring position. Mike made a tremendous play, and really happy that those guys stepped up.
Even going back to that first game against Minnesota, it seems like the defense had an knack for getting a turnover when it's really needed.
Yeah.
How big is that going across the course of the season? The fact that y'all been able to do
Enormous, and that's on our guys. They've been working it since training camp. That's not just something that magically happens. That's an emphasis that Lou and the staff have put on those guys. The veteran leaders have really stepped up. We had core guys here who have always bought into that. You added the Mike Hiltons, the Von Bells, the Trey Hendricksons, all those, Cheeto. Those guys have jumped right onto that mentality, and it's really served us well, obviously, here in the backstretch of the season.
You said last week that win was a lot about the city. How different does this win feel as kind of
This win's for everybody. This win's for everybody's involved in this. I would imagine there's some pretty good celebrations going back home. The orange in the crowd today was tremendous. I mean, it just felt like driving into the game. It was so cool to see so many Bengal fans that came down. Let's find a way to get them to either Kansas City or Buffalo. We'll find that out tomorrow. But we just got such a tremendous fan base that supports this team through thick and thin. I'm happy we're able to deliver some wins for them.
Where'd the game balls? Who'd they go to?
Evan McPherson today. Yeah, we just kept that one singular today. It's he stepped up big and got us where we need to go.
It means something special to you, Zach, that this is the first road playoff win in franchise history.
you know, I think it's special for the franchise. It's special for the people that have supported this place for a long time. For us, it's what we expected to do, you know, and so just winning in the playoffs is hard. Home or on the road, just happy to get the win.
Is there anyone in that locker room happier than Samaje Perine right now?
We're all pretty happy. You know, trust me, that's the thing. Like something like that turns into an error. There's so many plays like that could have been disastrous that maybe go unnoticed. His stands out more than others, but there's plenty of things I did. There's plenty of things a ton of other people did that could have been just as you know, put us in a hole. And we support our guys and get their backs and found a way to win.